Hello, my name is Matthew. Welcome. I'm going to be going over Pat's circumstance here. He's asked me to help him. His goals are he wants to retire with 3 million by the retirement age of 62 years old. He is currently the age of 50 and he expects to live to the age of 82. So we went off this. I mean, obviously, he might live longer than 82. Most people will. But we calculated for this and these calculations. He wants 3 million plus 1 million for charity at retirement. With inflation, his purchasing power will be a lot less. So we have to accommodate. So we're using a 2.5 to 2% inflation rate. So he's going to need about 4,100,000 to do the same. So that's the amount we're looking for here. So he's invested 100,000 in gold so far, and he has 150,000 in his checking account. These are good things to work with. He has $750,000 in a GIC that's going to expire soon, hopefully this year. His condo is worth 1.3 million. His checking account, the 150 there, and he has a debt of 125,000. So that is something we automatically want to make sure we can take care of. And he has a salary income of about 350,000 a year. So he's in pretty good standing. He makes really good income. He wants to pay off his debt right away. That's one thing we are gonna urge him to do right off the bat. We don't want his interest to build too high, so we're going to just use his money that he has in his checking account, the 150,000, pay off that 125,000. Just we don't have to worry about that. We don't want that interest building up, and why pay extra interest, So 25,000 will be left in his account after that payment. After tax, he brings in roughly, $213,000 of income after tax. Pat doesn't really need a condo worth about 1.3 million, so we're gonna sell it. I'm gonna recommend him getting something cheaper. 500,000 will easily buy you like a nice comfortable retirement home. If he wants to go a little more expensive, we can accommodate for that. Once his GIC expires, we're going to reinvest that into a money market fund, which is about 3%. That gives safety, and it'll net him about $1,140,000 after at retirement. If he uses the $175,000 of his salary every year, it's a little high. We might aim a bit lower, maybe 150,000. We use 175,000. If he can live off, about 30,000 a year, he should be in good standings. But of course, he may want more, so that's something we can talk about. But if he goes off this value, we advise that he invest in a fixed income fund, which averages about 14% to 16% on a low. So we use the low to calculate for, how much he would be able to grow by retirement. If he, invests at about a low of 6%, with his payments of 170,000 a year, over 12 years, by the time he reaches 62, he should have roughly $2,952,000. This number is a little high, of course. The payments are a little high, so I don't doubt it. He may want to go a little lower because we don't want him just living off bread and butter for the entire year until he retires. So, another thing is, the gold bars. It's not, it's only 100,000, but after capital gains, he's gonna have about $81,000. So we're gonna reinvest that as well into a income or a fixed income fund. So 6%. That'll bring him roughly about $162,000. After we add up all those funds, he'll have a roughly 4 million $93,000. He's gonna be just about on the mark. His expectations of the 41 million should be about on the par. He might be like a little bit short if he wants to live more comfortably. We might have to ask him if he wants to lower from 150K to 140K. That'll make everything a lot more reasonable. As well as like maybe lower the charity donation. We can still hit everything because we're right on the dot with the 4.1 million. But other than that, everything aside, he looks like he's able to achieve it, but it will be a very close call. So, thank you.